Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the vlog. This is actually the second time I've started this vlog because for some reason my vlog footage from Sunday and Monday, I don't know where the hell it is. It's not on my phone. It's not in my iCloud. I don't know what happened to it. And now I'm scared to do this. But we're just gonna start this vlog again. So it is currently it's Tuesday. The 21st of February, and so I'm going to start this. It's currently about 8 o'clock, and I am just going to have a squeaky chair apparently, but I'm just going to quickly give a rundown of what happened in the last 2 days that I did vlog and lost said footage. So I finished both Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas last night. I also just hit myself with it. And these both were 5 stars. I absolutely love them. Now I just need to read Kingdom of Ash, and then I finished my reread of this series, and I tabbed the crap out of these. I haven't even finished the series, and I'm already like, when do I get to reread them? So honestly, I expect that to happen later this year. And what the fuck is this? There we go. And then I also finished Ruthless by Ruby Vincent, which is the first book in the Somerset University series, which is a new adult, like why choose dark romance. Basically in this we're following Valentina and her 4 boyfriends, as her and 3 of them go to this university. She ends up being interested in joining this sorority, and her one boyfriend, Ezra, ends up being like interested in joining a fraternity. So the 2 of them, they decide to rush, and they get to the process, like they go through the process, but there's people mysteriously from the sorority and the fraternity that go missing, and they want to know why, because things are very sus. And that's the brief premise of the first book. And so yeah, I enjoyed this. I gave this 4 stars. I really enjoyed this because this is carrying on from the Evergreen Academy series, which I read in my last vlog, and so it's just continuing that storyline with these characters, but I feel like these characters are much more developed. Is that because I've already spent 4 books with them? Maybe, or I'm not really sure, but I enjoyed it. And then I started Wicked, which is book 2. And so far this is just carrying on with the plot of the ending of the last book, which obviously I can't say because spoilers. And I think I got, I want to say 30 some percent or 40 some percent, I can't remember, and I'm too lazy to look. So yeah, one thing I like about this series compared to the Evergreen Academy series is it's dual POV. So in the first book there's Valentina's point of view, and then there's also Ezra's point of view. In book 2, there is Valentina's point of view, and then one of her other boyfriends, Jackson, and then I'm guessing the 3rd and the 4th would be Valentina, and then one of the remaining boyfriends. And I do like how, even though this is like a why choose, it's not like overly prevalent, like as in like it's not the main focus. Like yeah, she happens to have 4 boyfriends, and she's a mom, so she's also raising her son with the help of said boyfriends who take on that responsibility as like they all are kind of like in some ways father figures, which I like, of how it's not like, oh yeah, we're just gonna show her with like her boyfriends and not show a bigger plot. And I like how there is a bigger plot, because some why chooses definitely stick a little too central, and you're like, okay, but what? Especially ones that are just like set in university. But I'm really enjoying this. This is definitely going to be a 4 stars. I'm really loving it. And then I also have Crush by Tracy Wolff. I'm too lazy to grab the desk jacket, but this I am 31 pages into it. I just started this today, like just about an hour ago. And this is the second book in the Crave series. The first book is Crave, and basically in the first book we follow Grace Foster, who after her parents pass away, she has to attend this boarding school in rural Alaska that is ran by her uncle, little does Grace know that at this boarding school there are paranormal creatures, and she just has to navigate her time there. And this takes place 4 months later, as things are happening, things are being revealed, and that's pretty much all I can say because spoilers. But I am reading this for the Crave Along, which is a read along that I am co-hosting. I will leave the announcement video down below, but the live show is on the 25th, and I need to reread this. But as I said, I got 31 pages in. I would have read more, but for some reason my eyes weren't comprehending what I was reading, and my ears weren't comprehending what I was listening. So basically, I just wasn't comprehending much, and I felt myself feeling tired. As I say that, I go to yawn. So I will just pick it up tomorrow. I know that I will get this finished before the live show. Even if I have to wake up early the morning of the live show to finish it, I will be perfectly okay with that. So I think that is everything I need to say. We're gonna go with it's everything that I need to say, but I will update you tomorrow on how much more I read tonight, because I will be reading more of Wicked. And yeah, it's now noon on Wednesday. I almost forgot the day of the week, and I finished Wicked. I literally forgot the title for a second there. I finished Wicked. It gets 4 stars. It's so far this series good. There's definitely plot twists that you're just like, oh, I would not have guessed that. And these always end off with amazing cliffhangers where you're just like, why do I have to go to sleep? I want to read the next book. So later tonight I will be starting Mercy, which is book 3 in the series. And obviously it continues on the last. I cannot say anything about these books because spoilers for not only these books but also previous books, and I'm just obsessed at this point. But today's plan is I got ready because we're going downtown to do things, and I figured at least look half presentable so I'll feel better about myself. So I did that, and have just been kind of doing some schoolwork and just kind of doing a bunch of random things. That's what the rest of the day will be. And then hopefully later, once I get back, I will read more of Crush. But yeah, so that's our little update. So I ended up reading to page 61 of Crush. Wish me luck. I have like way too many pages to read in the next like 2 days, 2.5 days ish, because I technically have Saturday morning to read it. But yeah, wish me luck. But since the last time I updated, I obviously read some of that. I filmed my March TBR video. I don't know what else I did. Went shopping. And I don't know what else I did. That's pretty much all I did. I also did schoolwork too. But yeah, I'm going to go and start Is It Mercy? The 3rd book in the Somerset University series. I'm gonna go start that now, because fingers crossed I can get this series finished within the next few days. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday. Shut up. But I last night read up to 47% of Mercy, and I'm enjoying it. My only complaint, like the only thing I have to add, is I kind of don't like how for like the last like 20% of the book, the female main character is just completely off doing something else that we're not going to be seeing, and I'm just like, okay, but I want her a little bit more, but everything will be fine. I know that, but I'm enjoying it. It'll probably end up being a 4-star. I will be finishing it tonight. Today is going to be, fingers crossed, reading more of Crush. I've already read like 20 pages earlier here, as it's like almost 1 o'clock. And so yeah, I figured I'd just do a quick little update. It's something, I know I'm really tired, so I don't know how much stuff I'm gonna actually get done. So yeah, I just want a nap, but I'm not gonna take a nap. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so it's now about 9 o'clock and I have showered, I've edited my YouTube video, like my TBR that goes up tomorrow, and I also read up to page 134 of Crush, and apparently I briefly forgot how to hold a book there for a second. But I'm enjoying this. I feel like I can't really talk that much about this because it's the second book in a series and spoilers. But I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying it just as much as I did the first time. It's still going to be 5 stars. I'm just going to really need to get my butt into gear and read this tomorrow. Like, I will get this done before the live. Don't get me wrong. But will I be rushing probably the morning of to finish it? Also yes, but I guess if that's what I end up doing, that's what I end up doing. But I'm gonna go grab a snack, eat, and then read more of Mercy, and fingers crossed finished it because I have like about 50% left of it, which ends up being only about 100 and some pages, and I feel like I could do that tonight. So yeah. Okay, so now it's 11:30 on Thursday, so I didn't pick up the camera at all today. The last time I updated was after I updated of Crush, but last night I did finish Mercy and I'm giving it 3.5. Some things just felt a little bit off, and I felt like there was a lack of inclusion of the 3 other guys because it very much was focused on Valentina and her boyfriend Maverick, and the other 3 guys pretty much were just like barely mentioned even. Like, it was like, oh yeah, this one character's off doing this thing, this character's doing this, but I'm like, but I want to see you like interact a little bit. And so I wish there would have been more of that. Also, I just felt like this had the weakest plot of the 3 so far, of how it was kind of all over the place at times and a few things felt a little off. But today I uploaded my video and I made it to page 392 of Crush, meaning Audible says on 2 times speed I have 3 hours and 44 minutes left, I think, which if I get up at about 8 tomorrow, that gives me 5 hours from the point I wake up to the start of the live. So I should be able to get this done if I don't get distracted too much. And obviously means I'm not starting the 4th book in the Somerset University series, which is, I don't even know the title, but I'll probably start that tomorrow night, which I'll mention when I do start. But yeah, this is what the tabbing looks so far. Honestly, not that much. But I'm getting to kind of where the good stuff starts. But yeah, I'm going to get ready for bed because it's 11:30. I'm tired. I want to wake up. Like, I'm not waking up early to continue this. I'm waking up like my normal time, especially for a weekend. I'm like, you want me up before 8 a.m. on a weekend? No. That's not happening, not unless you're paying me. Or it's really, really, really important. But I literally have yawned like 3 or 4 times and I've had to cut them out. But I will let you know probably once I finish this, or give an update sometime through like in the morning on this. So it's 6:05 on Saturday and I did finish Crush with about an hour to spare. I still need to read the bonus chapters, which I will do here in just a little bit. But the live show for that was nice. I'll link it in the iCard and in the description, but it was a 2.5 hour discussion, which, yeah, you heard that right, 2.5 hours discussing this. And then afterwards we went grocery shopping, and I went to Walmart just to like grocery shopping with my mom. But then I thought, let me check the book section, and I bought Chain of Thorns by Cassandra Clare. I'm honestly so disappointed in myself for not buying this sooner. My blame is I was unsure about the money situation for myself, and Indigo's website's down, which I normally buy my books from Indigo. But it is the hardcover with the reversible dust jacket. So I will be putting it on the other face, because first of all, this sticker probably will be difficult to remove. Also, I want James on my book and not Grace. If you know why, you know why. But I love that, and so I'm gonna flip that over and do that. But yeah, so now I'm like, I need to reread the first two of these. It has a little embossed flower. Oh my gosh, that's actually cool. And pinkish color. Didn't expect that. But now I'm like, I need to reread the first two so I can read this. So honestly, that might be a reading vlog for next month, but I'm not sure. I will try to squeeze these onto my, like, I've done my TBR obviously, but like squeeze them onto like my, oh, like I also want to read these books TBR, but I have so many of those. If not April. To be fair, I am also terrified to read this because it's ending off a trilogy. It's leaving these characters behind that I love, that I have been in love with for the last 3 years. This was the first Cassandra Clare series that I read as they were coming out, so I will always have this, the series will always have a special place in my heart, and I'm kind of scared for it to leave. I think that's also why I didn't buy it, because I was really hesitant, but now I own it. I'm like, I need to read it, and it will go up there next to the other books. But also, it was $21. $21 for a hardcover in Canada. Oh my gosh, that is unheard of, especially in stores. So I'm like, I will be buying books from Walmart a lot more often, shockingly, because they also had a couple of other popular titles, and they had some like Colleen Hoover books. They had a Tessa Bailey. There was a couple other ones that I was like, ooh. They also shockingly had the Heartstopper yearbook. I'm like, we're gonna be checking Walmart more often. So yeah, but I will be reading those bonus chapters, and then I'm not gonna start something else. What am I talking about? I'm tired of reading. But I'll update later, and then probably end this vlog later too. It's now 12:48 on Sunday. I forgot to end this vlog. I did end up reading the Crush bonus chapters. It's on my shelf, so I can't grab it. And then I also started and finished Redemption by Ruby Vincent. Technically I finished it this morning, but let's talk about it now. And I think I'm giving it 3.5 stars. It was very much all over the place, and I do feel like everything that led up to what was revealed in this was honestly kind of underwhelming. But I still do enjoy these characters, and I do enjoy the story. I'm glad that I binged through these two series. There is another series in this world, but it's not about these characters. It's just like, oh, it's talked about, like, it's clear that there's going to be like a sequel, but I think it's like the character's son is in that series but isn't the main character. So it's very much just like, you don't have to read it. I will read it at some point, because these are very quick and easy reads. But I'm gonna end this here. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.